Hey guys, welcome back to another week. This will be the beginning of my top 10 series. I plan on doing a top 10 of different items or different collections or different YouTubers that I tend to watch, stuff like that. This first top 10 will be the top 10 of my favorite individual coins throughout my collection. There's no specific order of these, whether being from least favorite to most favorite. But it kind of is in that order. There are just a few that are just as good as others. So we'll go ahead and start with those, and I will be releasing top 10 videos throughout the rest of the year. All right, enjoy. All right, number 10, 1797 UK, or the Great Britain 2-pence, otherwise known as the cartwheel. This is a very meaty and very beefy coin. It's about the diameter of a silver dollar, but about the thickness of 2 silver dollars. Quoting Numista, it's the largest regal coin to circulate in Britain. These pieces were produced by Matthew Boughton using a steam-powered press at the Soho Mint in Birmingham in 1797. Let me start back here. On the obverse, you have King George III. This coin was given VF details damaged. Mainly the only damage was gouges on the field and the face. On the reverse, you have a seated Britannia holding high the olive branch, but still holding on to the shield and trident, depicting that at peace, but still ready for war. Still a great coin. It's a nice find. I found this in the hoard and decided to have it slabbed. And the neatest thing about this coin is the thickness of the slab. It literally is almost twice as thick as an NGC slab. So it takes up nearly 2 spots in the slab holder. Number 9 is one of the 3 coins that started my collection. When I turned 16, I was given a set of Morgans from 1878, the Philadelphia, the San Francisco, and a Carson City. Until recently, this coin has been raw, but just recently I decided to send it off to NGC to be slabbed so I can at least preserve it. I really wasn't interested in the grading. Even the AU-53 was a good grade for as long as I kept it raw as a kid. It turned out to be still a nice coin. If you look on the reverse, below the tail feathers and the bow and the wreath, sorry for the glare with the light, You see the CC for Carson City. Still a hint of the gold toning on it. Number 8 comes from the organization I hold pretty dear. In 2010, the BSA, or Boy Scouts of America, turned 100. So in 2010, the U.S. Mint released a commemorative dollar showing the centennial of the Boy Scouts of America. During that time, I actually went to the local jamboree, which was live cast from the National Jamboree. As you can see, the Scout Fleur-de-Lis with the eagle and shield, and the 2 stars in the Fleur-de-Lis, depicting knowledge and truth. The Fleur-de-Lis points the way for the scout to find knowledge and truth. On the obverse, you have a Cub Scout, you have a Girl Venture Scout, and you have a young man Boy Scout. And yes, back in 2010, we did have girls in Boy Scouts. They were in Ventures and Explorers. Number 7 was a toss-up, so it really just became a tie between the 2 ancients that I've collected recently. Put them towards the center of the screen there. The Athena's Owl from Athens. As you see the information, sorry, my finger's a little dry there. It's ancient Greece, coming from 454 to 404 BC. And depiction of Athena. And the next coin is the Seleucid Empire tetradrachm from 138 to 129 BC. Depiction of Athena. And let me flip this over so you can read the information on it. The other bit of information I have on there is not as important. It's more just reference numbers. So Antiochus the 7th, Euergetes, Cydates, facing right. The next one I got because I actually liked the name of the country. Saw the name of the country, or heard it actually, from the movie Knight's Tale. 1946 Liechtenstein 10-franc gold piece. And a really beautiful coin in great shape as it is. You see they got a grade of MS65. the national arms or national crest of Liechtenstein, on to the next. So those of you that have watched my videos in the past know that I like Canadian coins, and my favorites being the silver dollars, the 67 Canadian Goose, and then the British Columbia Death Dollar. Those are my two favorite out of the common coins of Canada. My actual favorite out of Canadian coins came out in 2017. The Nocturnal by Nature series, the $20 barn owl. This was the first time that Canada made a solid silver. This is actually a 4/9 fine silver coin coated with black rhodium plating. So it actually made for great effect with the black moon in the background and the owl, the barn owl, in silver. Also the same with the reverse with the queen. The black rhodium coating around her, and she's highlighted in the frosted silver. Beautiful coin. It's at an MS-70. It would run about maybe $120 in this condition. Number 4 is one of the oldest U.S. stamped coins. This is actually a pre-1792 colonial coin. The 1785 Nova Constellatio. So before 1792, whenever the United States wrote the act which began the U.S. Mint to actually put out federally funded coinage, this was one of their first attempts. These are pattern coins that were struck in early 1783 and are known in 3 silver denominations: 1,000 units, 500 units, and 100 units, and 1 copper denomination, which is 5 units. So basically, the unit or the dollar itself was the copper piece, or the 1/100th of a dollar. I apologize. 1/100th of a dollar, or a copper piece. 10 of those would be 1/10 of a dollar, or silver piece. A larger silver piece, which is the dollar, was made of silver. And then there's a gold piece which had the value of $10. This literally was the cent, the 1/100th of a dollar. Still a very neat coin to have in a collection. I do suggest that if you are a serious collector in U.S. coins, you would at least try to find some colonial coins. If not U.S. minted, then at least the French colonial, the English colonial, or the Spanish colonial coins like reals and stuff. So now the big top three. In 1976, we had the bicentennial, and the U.S. Mint minted the quarter, the half dollar, and the dollar. But unknown to a lot of amateur and beginning collectors, and still even a lot of veteran collectors don't know about these. In 1926, the U.S. Mint came out with two coins for the sesquicentennial. There was a silver half-dollar commemorative, and then there was the gold quarter eagle. I actually found this in the hoard and decided to hold on to it and have it slabbed. I was shocked when it came back as MS64. It is a very beautiful coin, as you can tell. The reverse is the same reverse as the half dollar for 1976, except different lettering, of course, and also a different denomination, showing Liberty Hall in Pennsylvania, in Philadelphia. This is still a $2.50 quarter eagle. And being in this grade, that's about an $800 coin. Number two, I found this in a large bag of silver dimes coming from the hoard, the same place that I got the hoard from. And when I found this one, literally, it surprised the hell out of me. And excuse the language, but yeah, it did. $1942/41 mercury dime. If you look closely at the left edge of the two, you would see the one. You really don't have to look too close to be able to see it. Even in this fair condition, it's nearly a $500 coin. At first, I thought that was dirt, which kind of is, but there's a lot of toning. It's not in good shape, but still a very valuable coin in just this shape alone. All right, number one. In all of collections, there's always the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail of U.S. coinage, especially the modern coinage, I believe is a 1909 SVDB. I actually found this in a flip in the hoard. I mean, the color is still really good. And I don't understand the altered color. It is an odd color. It's not really the red of older penny. Kind of more of a yellowish red. But still, it's in very good condition. I still kind of question the color myself, and I kind of grown to agree with the grader. But it is in very beautiful condition. It's a very uncirculated condition. At the very bottom there at the 6 o'clock, you see the VDB initials plain as day. And when I saw this, my heart just jumped on that one. Literally, I have now every penny in the Lincoln collection. So, this one stays in my collection. I do not plan to sell it off, but I have been offered $3,000 for it. So that's my favorite out of my collection. My top 10 personally. So zoom it out. Beautiful coins. They are pretty valuable. Some of them not as valuable. But great coins to have in any collection. Great coins to find when you're not expecting them. Especially these two here. I mean, those are really neat to find when you are not really expecting them. You just dig into a box or a bag and you just find those. And this one too, I mean, being a rare coin, I didn't know it existed till I actually found it. And did research on it. To me, these have a lot of history in my collection or a great eye appeal. This one more of an eye appeal, and this one more of an eye appeal. These three, mainly the history. The Morgan being one of my starter coins. This being attributed to Boy Scouts, which I've been part of for the better part of 30 years. The United States history behind that. English history behind this. I mean, literally ancient history behind the two Greek coins. Great coins, again, to have in any collection. And it definitely my favorites out of my collection. Again, these two being Thai. So, until next week, thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that like button. And we'll see y'all next week. Enjoy.